Hola, buenos días. Es Nico.
Shit, I'm the same species. Shit, I am a replica. I'm the same bitch, the same everything. I am of the sort. These bitches are built like me, built for me. You could not.
So, this is my third time recording this video, just because I have not been happy with the previous two iterations. If you like this, I bit my tongue. If you like this kind of content, make sure to follow me on patreon.com/NikosAesthetics. If you like video games, twitch.tv/NikosAesthetics, sporadic streaming system. If you like thirst traps, Twitter and Instagram, Nikos Aesthetics. If you like violence and or humor, Nikos Aesthetic, minus the S. All right, we can continue. So essentially today we're going to be talking about the colorist calling the kettle black. Basically, Max Konner, you know, I'm sorry, did I mispronounce that? Max Konner, I meant that. He made a tweet, "You're shady." I don't have respect for him. I don't have respect for him. And it's not a sex worker situation, because I've done videos on him before where he's just in constant race-oriented sexual kinks, and it's not something that I co-sign, because he's been in multiple white productions or racially ambiguous people of color productions where he's been played as the Black Panther, and he screams Wakanda forever while nutting into white and racially ambiguous men. He's been in videos with with white people calling him the N-word. Calling him the N-word, sometimes the hard ER, and he's co-signing it. He's co-signing it. He's been in movies with Lucas Entertainment, racist, Michael Lucas is racist, where the video has been titled, "Black Cocks Matter." And you know, his excuse is always, "Oh, I don't remember the video of me being called an N-word when I was fucking this white man." And then somebody posted the video in the thread. And he was like, "Oh, well, that was a few years ago. I've grown since then." And the white person that called him the N-word was like, "Yeah, I've grown since then too. I didn't understand the weight of the word." So it's like, you went from you don't remember to that was a few years ago, bitch, meaning you remembered it. And when the whole situation of Black Cocks Matter came up, I didn't pick the name of the movie. That I understand, but I feel like when you're given a script, they have a title for it. They have a title for it, bitch. You were in a movie called Black Cocks Matter and you didn't say anything until people made an uproar. So I don't respect him in a sense that he tries to talk about race-related situations as soon as racism confronts him, rather than actually opening up about it. Because when he wasn't allowed in that bar because he's black, that's when, oh, this is discrimination and blah, 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 blah. And now he's making a tweet about how, oh, I'm unfollowing white creators that don't see color, LOL, and if you see your favorite white content creator not working with anyone darker than a cup of milk, that was by choice and the options were there. Meaning he wanted to fuck a white man and the white man said, "I don't want to fuck you." That's what happened. That's essentially what happened. And Nico, you're getting passionate because it's hypocrisy. I hate it when people do not talk about black issues such as racism, discrimination, etc. because they want to excel in the white workplace. But then, as soon as it backfires on them, oh, I'm blackity, blackity, black, and blah, blah, blah. I'm not working with racists anymore when you've been historically working with racists. You know, the last bottoming scene that Max Konner actually did was bottoming from Michael Lucas, who is racist. Who is racist? So I'm like, Max Konner started off his career as a bottom in the black gay porn scene as a twink, and then he became the Mandingo fantasy by getting jacked, and then works strictly with white porn studios and occasionally works with the black person if they're popular in the white porn stratosphere. Like, the only time I've seen him working with a black person as of recently that is not racially ambiguous is a black bottom who is also a foreign black, as in he is, I believe he's Afro-Latino, and he has a very ambiguous face phenotype. He does not have an African-American phenotype. So it's you don't work with black people yourself, but you're expecting white people and or racially ambiguous gay porn actors to work with you because you want to fuck them. And now that they don't want to fuck you, you're upset. And this is the same situation that happened with Boomer Banks, when it's a situation of when your preference does not prefer you. And now you're upset because when Boomer Banks was called out for not working with black people or people darker than a brown paper bag, he was like, "Oh, well, I'm gonna work on that." And that never came into fruition. That never came into fruition. And it's a situation where you didn't actually deliver on what you promised. You kind of just said it to get out of the hot seat. And I feel like that's what's happening with Max Konner, because he always does his best to maneuver out of the hot seat. When a video of him went viral of me retweeting Wakanda forever as he was nutting on a white man, he commented underneath, I'm growing from that and I'm trying to blah, 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 blah. But I've never seen him talk about race unless he is being affected by it. Unless he personally has been in a situation where he is affected and feels discriminated against. So I'm just like, I don't care if you're unfollowing the racist white people that don't want to sleep with you, because at this point, you don't even sleep with the people that look like you, so why should I care? Should I feel bad that you personally are being discriminated against, even though you have not said anything about anybody else and adamantly defend these white porn actors when they're being called out? Because yes, when other white porn actors have been called out for racist tendencies and racist comments, he will come to their defense as, you know, because he is Captain Save-A-Ho. He is Captain Save My White Man. So I'm just sitting here like, I really don't care about your plight at this point. I really do not. And I'm hard on him because this has been his entire career move. Like, he's been like this for years now. And I just don't, I don't see it. I'm just kind of over it. So definitely drop your opinions down below. How do you feel about him being upset that white people don't want to sleep with him? Because the way he worded this specifically said, oh, well, they had the option of sleeping with a black person, but they chose not to. Meaning he tried to sleep with this white man and they said, no, I don't want your black ass. And that's what happened. That's what happened. And I find it funny that the person that called him an N-word, hard ER, also, in that video that I talked about earlier, also commenting on it, yeah, clapping hands because he gets ran through by black people. And I'm just sitting here like, just because you take black dick, baby, don't think we forgot about you calling this man a N-word on camera. On camera. Like, if you look up Alessio Vega and Max Konner, that video it'll pop up. It's an OnlyFans video. It's grainy. It's terrible quality. The only reason I know about it, because I don't check for either of these people, is just because it was in that thread showing, oh yeah, he called you the N-word and you're lying about it because you're into that kind of thing. You're into race play. So yeah, definitely drop your opinions down below because I want to read them. But make sure you word them carefully so that I can read them and that the YouTube algorithm does not remove them. Because bitch, this be having me tight. It be having me mad tight just because it's hypocrisy. But yeah. Boop.
And once again, a quick thank you to all my patrons on Patreon, and a quick shout out to my third eye tier patrons. Your support means everything to me and helps me do this a lot more smoothly. I will also be listing this week's live stream topic in case anybody wants to join in on the fun. I will see you guys there.